Always trust.
We ask the questions.
What is needed in the world?
Is that going to
Motaz Azaiza palestinski je fotoreporter iz Gaze. Postao je poznat diljem svijeta zbog svog pokrivanja izraelskog rata protiv okupiranog Pojasa Gaze, pogotovo među korisnicima društvenih mreža na Zapadu. Njegove fotografije izraelskog uništavanja Gaze i njezina stanovništva dobile su mnoge nagrade u svijetu. Azaiza je početkom 2024. evakuiran zajedno s dijelom svoje obitelji. Otad ima drugu ulogu od one fotoreporterske. Bavi se podizanjem svijesti o izraelskom ratu protiv Gaze. Za Al Jazeeru govori o svojoj novoj ulozi, stvarima s kojima se suočava u svjetskim gradovima kad je riječ o potpori Palestini i odrastanju koje je obilježilo nekoliko izraelskih razornih ratova. Motaz Azaiza, welcome to center stage, welcome to Sarajevo and welcome to Bosnia.
Thanks so much, Hanan.
We are here at an event commemorating the genocide in Bosnia, one day before, actually, the day that we commemorate the genocide in Srebrenica. This is your first time in Bosnia.
Yes.
Quick question. How have people received you here, and why do you think that is?
Actually, it was lovely, but I couldn't been able even to discover, because the faces of the people, the moment they see me, it's really emotional, and it's really great to feel loved here among these kind of people, and I don't know, a lot of mixed emotions, but it's really amazing. I felt loved, felt very respected, and I'm trying my best to respect this trust even here or everywhere from the people, and to respect what's happening now to my people, to deliver their message. So I'm happy the people that they show me love, but my reason to come here, even if I was dreaming one day to come to here as a traveler photographer to capture the beauty, I'm now like a messenger for the voices of my people, so I'm trying my best.
You posted on Instagram yesterday, on your first day in Bosnia, that almost nowhere you saw this kind of support. Did you expect this kind of support?
Actually, not the first moments I arrived. Wherever I go, there's a lot of kind people and everywhere, but here it's really a lot. And people here love Palestine more than Palestinians themselves. Believe me. This is what I believe. I swear.
Okay.
Yeah, so just to explain how the love. So yeah, it's really amazing, and you feel safe here. You feel like home. And even before me coming here, they call it like second Jerusalem or Jerusalem. So yeah. I never went to Jerusalem. I was denied for security reasons by Israel. So, yeah.
Well, you're here now in the European variant of Jerusalem. Motaz, we got to know you back in October, November, as this guy carrying a camera or phone in one hand and often helping ambulances, shooting some very gruesome scenes. Before that, you were a photographer with no plans to become a war reporter, to become a journalist in the end, to become one of the most pivotal voices coming out of Gaza to the world.
Yeah.
Where are you now, and how has this journey been for you? You know, you're here now, you told us you're here to represent Gaza. Is that your role now?
It's not a role, it's a responsibility on me, on each one from Gaza or each one from Palestine who can deliver the message of the people. So even it's not me alone, there's other journalists from Gaza here also, Bilal and Samar. They're also here to represent and to share their pictures, their experience with the people here, so I'm not alone. Everyone is trying to do his best. For me, I never choose to be a war photojournalist. I was always trying to avoid, even I'm taking pictures when there ever aggression happened, but it wasn't the first time. So I started capturing and documenting this since 2016. I witnessed many aggressions. I lost a lot of friends, a lot of family, a lot of people. So, but whenever this happened, I don't feel like I have a choice. I have a camera, I have skills, so I'll use it to help my country or even to help myself first.
You just mentioned that even before this war, you've had wars and that you lost people then. So this is what I want to hear now.
Yeah.
The whole world saw and listened to what started to happen after October 7th, October 8th, with the start of the invasion on Gaza. However, this war, as we know, did not start on October 7th. So maybe to make it a bit of a different question, could you maybe try painting a picture for our audience here and for our viewers? What did life look like until October 7th? Was it a normal life? What kind of a life are you used to?
Okay, just because I don't want to make the 7th October very special to the world because they connected to massacres, but I will say something, then I will answer you. If the same people who are condemning 7th October condemned the Israeli violations of Palestinians, 7th October was never going to happen. So the world should understand this. So yeah, just 7th October was like a reaction for ignoring the suffer of Palestinians. And even I'm against killing any civilian, attacking any civilians. I'm against taking any human, but at the same time we are human. The world should understand this, not because we don't have as much power as Israel. And I'm also against mentioning what's happening in Ukraine and in Gaza, because I don't want to use others' suffer to get more attention. No, I already have my suffer. The humans should look to my suffer. So I'm against mentioning what's happening in Ukraine to get more attention. Yeah, it's already suffer of people. I'm against this. This is my personal perspective. Okay, can you repeat the question because I forgot a lot? Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. Maybe some support for the forgetting?
Right.
So the question was, past 25 years, before October 7th, before the start of this war, let's go like this. Before the start of this war, this is not the first war you survived and lived through.
Yeah.
What did the life of a 24, 25-year-old Motaz and your colleagues, your friends, your family look like until then? What kind of things did you go through when we went to school, when we went to graduations, when we had all the freedom that we did?
Okay, do you have enough time for me or? Yeah. Excellent. Okay. As a 24 years old guy from Gaza, I just want to mention that I'm just a symbol to remind you there is more to see. Okay, I'm using myself even to describe how the life of Gaza. I'm not talking about Motaz himself. I'm talking about as a normal guy from Gaza. I graduated from Al Azhar University and from majoring in translation, English translation. I choose translation because it was attractive, sounds attractive for me, but I'm a photographer. I didn't find my passion. No one teach photography. So I studied English so I can connect with the people and find a job. I was like working as a freelance during my education. I didn't care a lot about my education. My degrees was very bad. Yeah. So, but I succeeded in the end. Before I graduated, 2021 war came before. I covered it and did a documentary about it. In 2021, we thought that this is the hardest war ever. Nothing will come more harder than this because it bombed like crazy, but we was wrong. So I was like finding a job, stable job, following my dreams. I want to travel, take my camera with me. And yeah, seeing some friends talk about our suffer as a young guy. You want to build a future, but you can't. And for sorry, to be honest, what makes me feel sad about Gaza that nobody cares about Gaza till a war happened. But when the war stopped, everyone goes. And we start to suffer that we used to.
You go back to reality.
Yeah, reality that the lack of jobs, you can't easily travel because we want to travel to have a job. So you can't apply for a visa to travel. You need to have a job. So yeah, it's complex, and you need a lot of money. Yani, despite Gaza now is more expensive than Los Angeles. Yeah, because it's really expensive. Even before, it was hard for you to make money. Everything is hard. And for a guy who I was working with the NGO UNRWA USA. We collect donations from Americans and give it to UNRWA so they can help refugees.
Okay.
I was getting not that much, getting paid, but at least was a hope for me. So maybe I can do my best to get more opportunities. I just wanted to mention that on the 6th of October, I succeeded with videos I'm making from Gaza because the US Congress stopped funding UNRWA for food aids. So we made a lot of videos from Gaza, me as a content producer with the team in the US, and we succeeded to get back more than $75 million to UNRWA. Mm-hmm. So this was something big for me. And then it started. I didn't have a chance to celebrate about it. Me and my friends, a lot of them I lost during the genocide.
Can I ask you, this is something that people often ask the people of Gaza, how many family members did you lose? How many friends?
Okay, family members around 30. And most of them, we didn't find their bodies. There were flesh in the street. There was a small house. My aunt Ward, her name Ward, Rose, and her family. They bombed the house, and honestly, they're all flesh. We didn't find anybody for anyone. And my friends, first of my friends, Salah and Khaled, they are twins. And they are the only twins I have as friends. And I couldn't see Salah when he passed, but I saw Khaled when he was stuck under the rubble. There was no machine, the bombing everywhere, and everyone was scared to bring his machine so we can remove the huge rubble. He was stuck. Me and others tried to, by our hands, to remove the rubble. And this was the most shocking thing for me at the beginning. And after that, there was a friend for me. His name is Mahmoud. And Mahmoud was very amazing soul. He was texting me, Motaz, I want to help you, I want to join you. I said, man, you have a daughter. I'm scared about you. Don't join me. I may lose my life. And there was a famous video for a taxi car going to Gaza City, and then the Israeli tank showed once of time, and they bombed it. He was in this car. I didn't know till he passed. And he was missed for more than a month till we know. Also, the most amazing waiter in Gaza. His name is Ali. And he always saw me that, Motaz, you're gonna be something big one day. I said, man, it's because he saw that it's my favorite cafe in Gaza called Mazaj. So we have fancy cafes in Gaza. We have beautiful life before, but full with struggle. And he got killed by Israel. They shot at him. Other colleagues, Rushdie, he is a journalist. Hamza Dahdouh, the son of Walid Dahdouh. And Mustafa, he's the drone driver. I'm using him to shoot my videos with drone. And he passed, Hamza. And for sorry, you don't have the time to grieve on anyone. I remember the day that, the day of the correspondent of Jazeera, where plus his family. I was in the hospital texting Hamza, talking that, okay, he's in Khan Yunis, I'm in Deir al-Balah. He told me, okay, man, come to see you there. And then an ambulance came, and the ambulance said, this is from the Dahdouh family. Hamza didn't know, well, Dahdouh didn't know that his family passed. I was shocked. Oh my God, it was maybe the first time to target the family of journalists. So I told Hamza, can you check? There's some injuries came from the Dahdouh family. Then after 10 minutes while I arrived, so his family passed. I took a step back and sit behind. I didn't film that. And I kept shaking. My house was 2 streets away from the hospital. Since that day till a month, I didn't reach my house because I was scared about losing my family. For me, okay, it's fine because I will lose myself. But losing my own family, my parents, my brothers, it was something I was scared about. I slept in the street for a month. It was December, end of November, December. It was very cold. And you sleep on the smell of the bodies because there's no fridge. There's no cold place to put the bodies in. So the body's on around you. And you wake up on the smell also and the screams of mothers, screams of people who came to see the bodies of the people. So everything was tragedy. Since I start to get the threats from Israel, the gentle threats. Motaz, don't go there. You should condemn Hamas. You should do blah, 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 blah. And whenever my phone rang, my heart feels like it's going outside. I didn't choose that. I'm just showing what's happening. And it was really scary. And also another tragedy that when I went to a cafe so I can upload the footage because there's no Wi-Fi everywhere and there's no electricity. And the owner of the cafe, he knows me, but he kicked me out because he's scared from bombing the place because of me. So I felt that day that should I do this anymore? Why?
What are we now spoke of tragedy, of loss, you said, which is unimaginable to somebody living in peace and in quiet, that you have to wait to grieve. You don't even have time. You don't have space to grieve anyone at that moment. But maybe this is something that you don't talk about as much. But in war, and as gruesome as the war in Gaza is, there must be stories of hope. There must be stories of unity, resilience, love. When I ask you this now, what comes to your mind? 1, 2 things.
Maybe I'll talk about love because me and other colleagues, we share in love with each other. At night, it's really difficult to move at night. So they came to my house and we share someone like sing, someone dance, we make fun of each other. Look, I'm coming now from a place, it's full with helplessness. Gaza now is very hopeless. And people are literally hopeless. I will not talk about hope in this genocide, because even if they stop right now, there's another war will come. There's more than 8,000 people are missed. More than 40,000 people killed, and this is only on the record. You don't know what else. 70% of Gaza is destroyed. 100,000 of people flee from Gaza who only just have money to flee. And yeah, you'll find a doctor in a tent selling you maybe some vegetables or some aids who got from the air aids. So it's really difficult to describe. Whenever I talk, I keep forgetting things because it's a lot.
A lot of information, a lot of
information, a lot of tragedy, a lot of things happening at the same time. Even me, in the last days, I start to feel like I'm taking the same pictures It's all happening repetitive. So I said to myself, okay, now I don't do my work as I start because I'm trying to find food, to find water. So I said, okay, I'll try to evacuate, maybe go outside to the world, you will affect, you will do something. Okay, I'm here now. I went to a lot of places. I see a lot of support, a lot of solidarity, but at the same time, I feel like I'm helpless.
Okay, you feel helpless, but at the same time, you are now with us here in this city of Sarajevo, which 30 years ago was ravaged by war.
Yeah.
We're sitting on a stage in the National Theater we could not have done 30 years ago. And I'm sure that at that time, many people in Sarajevo were also skeptic during the war as to what life will look like after the war. Yet here we are. And I'm wondering from that, what you've seen, from the people and the energy you felt and got transferred to you, from traveling all these countries that you've seen for the first time in your life, where you met all of these people, what do you bring back to the people of Gaza?
Okay. Like I know it's kind of the same that's happening to us. It's a genocide that happened here. But at the same time, there was kind of hope. Justice happened. Some of the people who did the genocide at least got sued and you got justice in the end. Kind of. I know it's not worth it, but for us, it wasn't the first war. It wasn't the first aggression. This is really happening since 1948. And till now, we didn't get any kind of justice. The soldiers that killing Palestinians, no one sued them. Like, at least I will talk about journalists like Shireen Abu Akleh. He killed her in front of live cameras. And even she had the American passport. She's American. American Palestinian. Till now, yeah, nothing happened. So I don't know, should I be sorry or not, but I don't know why I'm very hopeless. I'm very disappointed. I'm talking to you. A lot of people on Facebook send me message from Gaza, Motaz. We are fleeing in front of the tanks. Now they orders Gaza city again and again and again to evacuate to the south. The people go to the south. They are bombing people. Order people from Khan Yunis to evacuate. People from Rafah. So they are pushing people, and killing people at the same time. And the most terrifying images you and me and others never saw, because there was no cameras to film it. There was no journalist to film it. And if there was a journalist, he will be killed and you will not saw what he witnessed.
Motaz, just for the end, it seems as though the people of Gaza often feel and completely legitimate, alone, isolated, like nobody's coming to help.
Yeah.
Does it at least contribute a little bit to the whole cause and to the feelings of the people in Gaza when you go around the world and you show them what kind of support there is, at least among the regular people, at least on the streets, maybe not by the politicians, but maybe on the streets just?
I don't want to judge, but they don't care. Because what you expect from someone, he's in a tent, he has no electricity, he don't have water to shower, he don't have a clean water, he's sick, and he's trying to find food. He's running like crazy around himself, trying to find something for his family, trying to find shelter, and you expect like to take a look to Motaz, who's traveling the world and talking about the cause. If I'm in his place, I will not care about you. I'm doing this for, in general, for Palestine, especially for Gaza. I don't expect people now in Gaza. There's a lot of people who support me. A lot of people who send me messages. You are our real voice. Just stand and keep what you are doing. But me, if I'm in their shoes, I will not care about Motaz or others who, okay, this is your duty. You are lucky, you evacuated, and you can't travel. There's no drones, there's no bombing around you. Don't expect anything from the Gazans. yeah, why? You will be so rude if you expect from someone who's under bombing in a tent. Just imagine to be in a tent in this time. This is not our life. We are very well-educated people. We wear very nice clothes. We speak a lot of languages. We go to college. And yeah, and now you are in a tent. And even you don't have a choice. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about this like it's, I don't care, but I care. But I look to any country when the war happened there, I feel at least they have a choice. Palestinians never had a choice. Never. What's happening in Gaza, what's happening in the West Bank, what's happening in Jerusalem, what's happening to Palestinians outside. You don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice to stay or to leave. It was my choice. You can't choose. So they expect like to don't give the Palestinians any choice, and to wait to Palestinians that they will live in peace. No, if you will not give us our peace, we can take it. Yeah, what do you expect from us? Okay, the world, to be honest, failed us. The US sent billions of dollars and weapons to Israel, and we just get food and water. So, and not even, it doesn't reach us well. That doesn't mean that we are not thankful for the people. A lot of people, a lot of supporters, but in the same time, just okay, because if we'll talk as a Muslims, the Al-Aqsa Mosque is not just for Palestinians, but for every Muslim in the whole world. We should all defend about. We should all talk about. We should do your best, because if you are a real Muslim and you care about your brothers.
Motaz, it's time to end this interview. Thank you very much for your time and for being our guest.
Thank you so much.
Motaz Azaiza.
Can you just excuse me before I want to say a thank you for someone. First, thank you for every one of you. I wanted to, because I don't want just to talk about the negative things, but I have a good support on my back, so I can move here and there to meet all of you, to talk more. So I want to thank MOFA, Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Qatar. They are really very supportive for me. So I just want to thank them. So actually, without them, I will never be able to travel and advocate more for the cause, for Palestine. So thank you for always being supportive. Thanks so much.
We ask the question.
What is needed in the world?
Is that going to be?